Okay. All right. Well, Monica, Regina, thanks for being here today. I want to ask you a couple questions. Last time we got together, we were doing an audit of the business, looking for some strategies. So, Monica, talk a little bit about going into this. You knew that that's what we were going to do. What did you expect, or what did you want to get out of that meeting?
Yeah, I mean, with us kind of like having rapid growth from the last time that we did one of these meetings, and running out of that strategy and starting in a new one, what I was really looking for this was to um, help me outline what the next steps that were necessary to take for the Mingle Collaborative, because we were like actively running out of the strategy that we had before. And so I was really looking to like, okay, I know we're almost done with this, but then once we're done with this, what do we do? And so what I really wanted was just kind of like to look into like a little bit further into the future of like after we're finished with this phase, what are we going to do next?
Mhm. Yeah. And Regina, what about you? You hadn't been through this exercise with me before. What were your expectations going into this?
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, similar kind of need, definitely. We were at a pivot point where we were completing one cycle, so to speak, of where we were with the business and definitely moving into a next phase of it. And so definitely was hoping for that strategic vision of how to get there. I will say that I've done some strategy planning before in the past and it's been kind of boring, but this was definitely not. It was really very helpful and not only just gathering the information, but helping to see how that would be applied. So that was really helpful.
Well, and you just led right into the next question I was going to ask you, Regina, was what was the experience like as you were going through it?
Yeah, there you go. So that pretty much answered the question, but I will say that to kind of elaborate on that, that it was really a collaborative experience and an exploratory one, rather than it being just about like numbers and predictions. It really was tangible experiential information.
Well, good, good. Monica, what would you add to that?
I would say so. It's always fun doing doing strategy. I like strategy. I'm a strategy person. But I felt like it was, or I guess the difference between this and any other kind of coaching experience that I've had is that I didn't feel like I was being told what to do, but it was more so kind of being like guided. Like it took my intelligence about my business in in context, right? And not like, oh, you got to do this and you got to do that. It was like it allowed me it to, like Regina was saying, collaborative, but also kind of like not being like, well, you have to do this. It had a lot of like playful like ways to be able to kind of like leverage the information. And I'm not a person who likes to be told what to do. And so
Either.
I do not like being told what to do. But I do like being challenged, right? And being asked questions and being questions about like what do I think? Because like someone I know, I don't know how much I know until someone asks me a question. And so I think through the process, it really kind of highlighted how much I really did know about my business and also prompted me in a way of like, wait, and also I don't know that much about this part of the business.
Yeah.
So it did help find some blind spots too.
Good, good. And so that actually leads into the next question I was going to ask, which was, we only completed a portion of the total assessment. There's a lot more that we're going to be going through, and the question was going to be just out of that portion we completed, what did you get out of it? What did you take away? And so I think you started to answer that question.
Yeah, well, I guess I'll finish
We're forward
elaborating.
thinkers like that.
It again, it was really helpful to like be ask the question. These are questions that I think I have in the back of my head quite often. But when someone asks you and they're waiting for a response for it, it does kind of get your brain going in that direction. And so I do feel like what it did was um, not only highlight those blind spots, but also had us elaborate on some areas that were actually wonderful as well, right? Like things that we were already doing well that we might want to take to the next level. We were able to identify that and also kind of like at least start the framework of creating solutions to the areas that we might have had blind spots in the first place.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you. And Regina, what would you add to that?
I would just add to it. So the words that keep coming forth are innovative and inspirational, right? So it's helping us to take the information that we have. I very much agree with Monica of I don't like being told what to do, but the curiosity and the questioning to help us extract the information that is there and then put it into use, which some of which we've already put into use. I mean, days into this, and we're not even really out of the last strategic plan. So really quickly applicable and usable. So that's more than you can ask for usually.
All right, wonderful. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate your insight today.
No problem.